What is happening, everybody? Fluffy Puma here, and we are back once again with Midnight in Salem with Nancy Drew and the Hardy Boys. That was a great surprise. And let me just say something that's really funny here. Before we get into this, I was sitting here in between episodes eating my dinner that has been sitting over here. And that's why in the last episode you saw me looking over here a lot, because I had the food and then the kitten was trying to eat my food. I think I sat here so long I made the game upset because I was eating, and all of a sudden in my headphones I hear like, excuse me, I'm eating, I'm so sorry. Like y'all have anything to do today. So we're going to go ahead and say the things I mentioned about the ghosts, because that's what the reason they're here for. They love ghosts.
So I guess you're wondering about the thing I mentioned.
Yes, sounds super exciting.
Yes, it does.
I already told them about the whole sighting.
Well, that wasn't your place.
I can't explain it. Yet.
Even with the most modern scientific techniques available, there are many phenomena that we still cannot explain.
Mm-hmm.
I believe what you saw was real.
What?
What?
Sure, some sort of combination of gaseous blow-off and light refraction.
No, supernatural.
Okay, so we got
a
one
ghost,
brother that does
a real
believe, one
ghost
brother that
with
doesn't
thoughts
believe.
and memory and agency.
I'm not so sure.
I just built some new equipment that I'd love to try out.
I'm sure it's nothing, but
Okay.
we'll go to the cemetery today and investigate anyway.
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
totally.
we can add ghost hunting to our detective services.
Lord
Kidding.
Frank. Yeah, let's check the town archives. So, I totally forgot what I was going to say. I was going to say something about them. Oh, okay, so my belief on ghosts is I think that they are real. I'm going to put my 2 cents in here. I believe that they are memories of people that lived long ago. I've seen too much stuff happen in my life with no explanation. I completely believe ghosts exist. I can tell you about shadow people I've seen. I can tell you about a little girl that lived in the cabinet in my grandmother's house that no one saw but I did. It gets creepy. So, I think that they're real. But, you know, you also have to be on the skeptical side sometimes. I mean, I don't know what. I couldn't think of anything that would possess Nancy to just drive home, because when she was coming in the house, it looked like she was out of it. So I don't know if she was really herself when she was driving home. So I guess we're gonna have to find out. So let's go to the town archives too. I think we'll find some interesting things. If anything, we could possibly, if it'll let me, find some blueprints at the Hathorn house, so we can get an idea of if there's any secret rooms that maybe the will is hidden in.
One thing I'd like to do today is check the town archives.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to handle this. You were gonna look into the history of ownership of the Hathorn house, right?
Yeah, sure. We can go together.
No. It's better if I handle this solo.
Excuse me?
I'm a whiz with microfiche. Don't ask me why.
Sounds like a story.
And I'm not going to tell it to you. Okay?
So, Nancy, what do you think we should focus on for the investigation?
Oh god, don't ask me that.
The arson that happened last week.
Yes.
And we haven't had the chance to collect any alibis yet.
We need to ask everyone we've met where they were on the night of the arson. Corroborating their answers with whomever they were with will help bring into focus who is and isn't a suspect.
Absolutely.
Judge Danforth mentioned that he was the victim of a burglary.
What was stolen?
We don't know.
The judge was working with Tegan on developing a case for the Accused Witches organization.
The what?
The descendants of the accused witches of the 1692 Salem witch trials. They're staking a claim to the Hathorn estate due to unjust dispossession and execution of their ancestors. It's one of the reasons I searched for the Book of Apologies in Austria, as it contains a record of wronged families. But someone swiped it right under my nose. And around the time of the arson, there was a burglary at the judge's office.
Too coincidental not to be connected.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yep.
I'd like to review the crime scene at the courthouse for any clues.
The judge might not let you do that. He didn't sound very forthcoming.
True. But maybe my father can convince him. They're old friends. I can give him a call.
All right, what else?
We getting daddy in on this now. We gonna get in there, I promise.
We need to figure out how the theft from Mosam Castle is connected to this case.
Theft of what?
The Book of Apologies. My dad asked me to retrieve it from Mosam Castle in Austria, as a favor for Judge Danforth, who works here in Salem. It details all the victims of the witch
We just
trials,
went over this.
some of which are still unknown to this day.
However, this book was stolen as well, 3 days ago, when Nancy was there.
Why was this book all the way in Austria?
Great question.
The resident historian told me the judge who wrote the book willed all his belongings to be preserved by whichever museum would have them at the time. That must be how it ended up in an Austrian castle, for safekeeping.
Well, that certainly didn't stop the thief, whoever it is.
This is true.
I can ask around about alibis during this time period as well. See if anyone in town can't be accounted for. Might point us in the right direction.
Yeah.
I have something to add. Whoever is responsible for this crime is going to great lengths to cover it up. We don't know if these people are dangerous. Remember that. And be careful.
Oh, of course. For you, Frank, anything. So let's go ahead and get old Dad on the phone here. Hey, Dad. Oh, look, and we get Joe and Frank Hardy as contacts. So maybe it'll be like that one game I was telling y'all about in the last episode. We can switch between everybody. One thing I noticed, though, they never show Nancy's face. It was on all the book covers when I was growing up. I saw Nancy Drew's face on the book covers, but it never shows you the cover here. All you know is that she is a ginger. Oh, Daddy, I need a favor.
Hey, you reached Carson Drew's home number. For business inquiries, please call my office and I'll get back to you. Anyone else is welcome to leave a message after the beep.
Dad. Okay, let's see. Get a key to the Hathorn house. Investigate break-in at courthouse. Gather alibis for the book theft. Gather alibis for the arson. Let's do this, guys. Let's get our handy-dandy paper. Okay. And we are going to write... I'm going to erase this word for... I'm going to erase Olivia. I'm going to erase this word. That sounds horrible. And we're going to put... suspect. And then we're going to draw a line. And we're going to put not suspect. Okay. Play along at home. I have... Aw, kitty cat pancake. Cute. I thought it was like in the actual shape of a kitty cat. Hello, May.
Hey, are you feeling any better about the case?
Nope.
We're going to find out who did this, May. I promise.
If you say so. Look, thanks for breakfast. I just want to say, I know you're trying to help, but I think you're wasting your time.
You said you used to hang out at the Hathorn house, right?
Uh-huh.
Did you ever see anything strange when you were there?
Like ghosts?
Yeah.
No, never.
Oh, okay. People tell me there's a good reason to suspect you, but no one can say why.
Isn't it obvious? I've got a burn mark covering the entire side of my face and like most of my arms. It must be me.
I'm sorry that happened to you, and I'm sorry if people judge you for your burns.
I prefer it to pity.
Would you tell me what happened?
There was a fire. I was in it.
I'm not trying to pry. It's just that so far, the main cause for suspecting you of the Hathorn fire seems to be this previous one. I only want to understand.
Yeah.
I was 9. It was an old shed, and I wasn't supposed to play in it. It was kind of a den full of stuff, like candles. I got stuck inside. You can work out the rest.
So it was an accident. You were just a
Yeah.
kid. Harsh to suspect you now because of something you didn't mean to happen.
Don't make me talk about it more.
Oh, of course, no.
Okay. Thank you for
sorry.
telling me, May. Do you feel ready to talk about your alibi?
I don't even have a passport. I don't go anywhere, so I wasn't in Austria, if that's what you're thinking.
And on the night of the arson,
Oh, yeah, I forgot we got... Yeah.
giving us your alibi would help you so much. Talk to you later.
So we also need to do subcategories underneath our suspect and not suspect. One is for arson and the other is for Austria. Because we do have two that we need to talk about. So she's totally not a suspect for Austria. Not suspect for Austria. No. And I don't think Deidre did either. So we're going to put her. I mean, that's totally a no-brainer. So let's head out. Is that the Hardy Boys car? Can we take the Hardy Boys car? I like how I've now taken over her car. Oh, yay.
The shops aren't making a lot.
Oh, here we go.
What's the big holdup? The Perry brat has always been a little fire starter.
Only a matter of time until the neighborhood watch catches her red-handed.
The system has gone soft. Lets them off the hook easy. Then everyone acts surprised about repeated offenders.
They better book her before Halloween. I don't want to let the kids out trick-or-treating with an arsonist on the loose.
How dare y'all talk like that? That's horrid. Oh, I see her in there. Hello.
Oh, you're here.
Yes, I am. This
those
shop
pastries
is
look
really
good.
cool. I love the decor.
Thank you. It's taken a lot of years to get it the way I want.
I kind of imagine
like the-
this is what an actual witch's shop would look like.
Yeah.
Seriously. You have all these herbs. Look, St. John's wort, mandrake root. You know, witches were just synonymous with people who used the old medieval ways of working with plants and animals, curing ills. They were healers, shamans, and confessors. You can see why some people might have been threatened by them.
I know, right? No leeches here, though. I draw the line at bloodsuckers. I'm glad you get it. A lot of people around here don't.
How so?
Some say I'm cashing in, not respecting history.
You are.
People get so caught up in the death and judgment. But I was always interested in all of that lost knowledge, even as a kid.
I bet a lot of kids around here are fascinated by it.
Used to be.
Oh,
Any
yeah,
modern
maybe
witches
Olivia
come
comes
in? Olivia, perhaps.
I get plenty of people that come in curious to find something positive and healing in this town. Olivia typically isn't one of them, and that's just as well.
You disapprove of what she does.
She's always been like this. She thinks of history as a show that just needs more special effects. Never mind that real people got hurt. You've seen her little show? She's still talking about a recent coven in Salem.
Yes, she is.
Yeah. Is that true?
No. Like I said, she doesn't care about the truth or who gets hurt.
Let's look at this again. It looks like y'all used to be in a coven
Is that young
together.
Tegan? Olivia and Lauren, too. So they were friends once.
Hey, I gotta. See, it shows that I can shine it for her on her. I mean, oh, is that a key I see?
What an odd key. It probably unlocks something in here.
Did I take it? I took her key. Ooh, pretty flowers. Ooh.
This is an interesting book.
It's very old. Priceless, really.
Well, in that case, why not keep it behind glass?
I use it every day. Only me, no one else. Now, what else do you want to talk about?
I want
A commercial grade tea machine. Fancy.
Let's see.
A commercial.
I already said that.
A commercial.
Yeah, okay. So I can't go back there. I'm going to look at everything. Nothing will get by my Snoopy nose. This is what you do. You just go back and forth with your little mouse. You click on everything.
These seats look so comfortable. And what a great view of the town square.
Yeah. Well, not right now. Hey, what's this key go to? Okay. Oh! Want some pancakes? Let's just go ahead and ask if we can borrow the key.
I was hoping I could borrow a key to the main Hathorn house.
Key? Oh, I don't have a key anymore.
You don't?
No, but Alicia does. If you ask her, she'll lend it to you, I'm sure.
Oh, okay, cool. What kind of herbs do you have?
What kind of herbs do you have here?
I ask all the questions. Oh, wow, these are cool.
The kind that helps people ease their burdens. Since cold season started, business has been booming. Between managing the shop itself and preparing remedies, it's getting harder to keep up.
I don't mind lending you a hand with preparing the remedies, if that's okay with you. I love learning new things.
This is delicate work. But you do seem to have an interest in herbology. Sure, it would be fun to pass on the basics, at least. I'll be around the shop and manage the counter. Just let me know when you have something finished, and I'll take a look at it.
Oh, okay, cool.
Great. So, where do I begin?
I've prepared the patient notes already. You can find them on the counter. You can use my reference book to study the herbs and what ailments they cure.
Cool.
And the basics of remedy mixing.
Okay. This is gonna be so much fun.
Okay. So
these are the notes she took when discussing the ailments with her patients. Need to figure out the proper mix of herbs to cure
memory
these.
Conditions.
This book looks really worn.
Yes, so we have to be very careful. For all my children, I write this book as a memory saved, that my knowledge gathered will live on through you. The healing graces have given by nature are never to be forgotten, and so I wish for nothing but for you to walk the path our family has been offered. Heed this wisdom, that you won't take life for granted, so spend it in meaning and purpose. Take pride in wisdom learned, and stay humble for what remains unknown. Remedies with nature's grace. Let's see. Most of the extracts nature offers is a delicate and precise process. Within these pages you shall find the wisdom to remedy of any of the common diseases that plague your people. Grind the herbs well to unleash their full potential in the mixture. If the person's ailment is harsher than usual, add a larger dose of the remedy. Any mix is only as potent as it is balanced. Thus, no more than 3 doses should be added in total. Well, if it's she said it's uncontrollable memory problems, or only add 3 doses of the same herb when the patient's suffering has become unbearable. Okay, it was unbearable memory problems. For most, 1 extra dose will suffice.